Oh my goodness, I've started this video so many times that whatever comes out of my mouth on this take, we're keeping it. Hello, welcome back to my channel if you are an oldie but goldie. If you are new, hi, I'm Louise Pentland. I make content about motherhood and lifestyle, but I don't think this video is right for you. Not that I want to like turn you away or anything, but if you are new, there's so much content on my channel. Go and click on one of those videos. This video is really a catch-up for people that have been here for the longest time and like the whiffle waffle, non-edited, like a little granny in her wicker armchair telling you a long story. Like, that's what this is. This is put me on in the background whilst you clean your whole bathroom, or you empty all your bedside drawers and declutter them, or sort your wardrobe out. Like, that's what this video is. If you have got through that introduction, which was whiffle waffly in itself, please leave me a comment. You can use the word Christmas tree and I will know that you survived the intro there. Okay, you might have noticed that I have been absent from YouTube for a good 6 months or so. The last videos that I uploaded were from our Disney trip. We went to Disney in April time, like Easter time, and I vlogged every day, but so far have only uploaded, I think, 2 or 3 videos from that trip. Disney is one of our favourite places to go and should be the happiest week when we go, and the girls had a great time and Liam had a great time, and don't get me wrong, I enjoyed the things we did and I could see that it was a great holiday, but it was the worst I have felt in such a long time mentally, and it was so bad that I kind of frightened myself, because I was like, wow, if I can't, like, I was saying to myself, if I can't get it together in the happiest place on earth, where can I? And when I watched that footage back, so at first I was like, just shut your mouth and get over it and just edit these videos. And I don't think you can tell in the videos, or maybe you can, but I was very heavily masking how I felt. One, from vlogs, because I just wanted them to be happy vlogs, but also from my children, because I didn't want them to pick up on how I was feeling. I did tell Liam, but now looking back, now I'm past that, I don't even think at the time I realised how bad I was feeling, and it was surprising. I think that's why it frightened me, because I wasn't expecting to feel that way. I'm going to go into a bit how I was feeling, then what happened and how that has like fixed things, where I am now, and then like what the future holds. But I should just say, first of all, this is a no judgment channel. I won't judge you and hopefully you won't judge me. Also, I'm not a doctor or a mental health professional, and I'm not recommending anything that I've done to you. I'm just sharing with you what I have done for your interest. It might not be interesting, but I'm just sharing what's happened. So, as you know, I've talked about this before, I have, since I would say 2020, since the pandemic, felt anxious. And I had never felt anxious before. Yes, I had had the feeling of anxiety, but only in a situation that it would sort of warrant it. But I hadn't had prolonged anxiety, and I hadn't like suffered from anxiety in the form of like anxiety attacks or panic attacks or anything like that. Then 2020 happened, and something in that just like snapped me. We've talked about this before, so I won't like bore you with that. 2020 was when I like grit my teeth and was like, oh my god. 2021 was when I really felt like, and then 2022 was a bit of a recovery, and so was 2023. So you would think by 2024 I'd be like, happy days. In fact, 2024 has been our most peaceful, stable, calm, comfortable year. In 2022 and 2023, a lot of really big adult life stuff kind of hit Liam and I in a big wave that we didn't see coming, and were each in themselves really big things to navigate. I didn't go into them at the time. I probably won't go into them either on here, but just to give you like a sense of scale, one of them was a court case that lasted like the whole process from the very start to like the last day was months long, and it was very emotionally draining. It was horrible. Fortunately, the end result was what we wanted and was really positive, but the process, wow, would not recommend. On a separate note, I had to have some involvement with the police about something that happened to me, and that was also pretty not nice. Won't go further into that. I would really appreciate if you would just let me not go further into these things and not, you know, push any more. Also, we had a family problem where a member of our family owed us a lot of money. I'm talking like thousands, and it had all gone a bit sour, and it was just horrible. I hate things like that. I hate money things. And so, long story short, that was all a lot. But you know, like when you're in the thick of it, you just have to hold it together. Like to have broken down would have been a luxury at that point that I could not afford. I just had to be like, okay, I'm gonna put my big girl pants on, I'm gonna suck it up, I'm gonna deal with these things, and I'm also going to carry on like making my positive content because I enjoy my positive content. And don't get me wrong, there were very positive things that happened in that time as well, and I made sure to focus on those for like the online stuff, and then like adult stuff, just had to get on with it. So come 2024, everything has settled, everything's okay, things are going really well, and that is when my mind goes, oh, that was scary, that thing that person did was horrific, oh, that person saying that was horrible, oh, when this happened, you were very frightened, oh, when that happened, it shook you. Like, it's like I had like coped and squashed it all down, and because I felt okay, it was like, hey, we're gonna just, time for you to process us. So I was starting to feel a bit worried. I had gone to my GP and spoken to, it wasn't actually my GP, I think it was like a nurse, it was someone on the phone who was lovely, and prescribed me beta blockers, propanol, and said, just, you know, whenever you get that like feeling, take one of those just as and when, and let us know how you get on. So I did that for a while, but I found that, and it was brilliant, really great, but I found like I was getting more and more like all the time, and I was like, this is so weird because I'm not an anxious person, and also my life right now, oh hello, my life right now is so good. Sorry, I got distracted there by my phone. So life was good, we had this trip booked to Disney, and a few days before, I can't remember if it was like a week or a few days, my back tooth broke. Now, I can't even talk about this for too long now because dentistry and teeth just makes me feel really like, it makes me feel very funny. And normally, if I had been in a good mental place, a tooth breaking would freak me out. But this freaked me out so much. To say I catastrophized about this tooth is an understatement. I was like, they're gonna have to like break my jaw. Do you know what? I'm not going to go into all the things that catastrophize because it's I don't want to think about them. But I was like, I don't know if you've ever done that about something, like you have like something happen to you and you think that like it's going to be the worst possible outcome. We booked an appointment with the dentist for after the holiday. I wasn't in any pain. I just had like a little bit of had come off. But honestly, I hyper focused on that so much. It was like, now looking back, I can see what I did. Everything that had been causing me like medium level stress and anxiety, I like laser focused into this one problem instead of being like, look, what is this really that much of a problem? No, I couldn't do it. Even though my rational brain was like, hey Louise, this is not that big a deal, just enjoy your trip, it will get seen to. I just couldn't. Like, I would enjoy something for 20 minutes and I'd be like, and I would I actually don't know what the right words are to describe how like I felt. I felt like dread, constant dread, like fear, physical fear, like my heart was racing. I was taking the propanol to try and like help with that. I was taking the maximum dose that I was told I was allowed to have. I was walking a lot, I was drinking a lot of water, I was going to bed early, like I was missing out on evening things, but like, I'll get a good night's sleep. I was doing everything. I had hot showers. I think we had like a nice like bath thing in our apartment. I'm sure we did. And I'd like all the things that you would do to like, they were not even touching the sides. So we had our holiday. I think the girls loved it. And when I look back on the pictures, I've got some lovely pictures, some lovely memories. But that's when I was like, if I can't be happy here, there's a problem. I realise I've talked for so long. Right, so when I got back, I decided to call the GP, and I got through to this amazing lady. I don't think she was a GP, I think she was like some kind of nurse. And she said to me, I talked everything through. She was so understanding, because I was like, I feel so stupid for this because my life is so nice. Like, I have beautiful, happy, healthy children, have a really happy, stable, loving relationship. I have a gorgeous home. I have a job that I enjoy. Like, what more could I want? These are the things that I wished for as a child, and now I have them and I'm not enjoying them. And I explained to her, I feel dread and stress and like worry all the time, like constant dread. Like, imagine someone told you the worst thing that you can imagine is going to happen in an hour and you would dread it for an hour. That's how I felt all the time. Also, things that were meant to be fun and that I knew should be fun, like being in Disney World or like nice things, doing nice things with children or seeing a friend, I would be there and I would be smiling and laughing, and I meant the smile and the laugh, but like, I just wasn't really there. It was like I was just a little bit underwater and I could see all these nice things, but I couldn't fully feel them. I felt like all my emotions, like all my happy, joy, like buzzy, excitement, thrill emotions were all like muted, like all suppressed. And every day I'd be like fighting for them, like, come on, you've got such a good life, you've got an attitude of gratitude, you can do this. But I just couldn't reach the surface. I just couldn't feel the feels, you know? So I explained this to her and she said to me, do you think you might be depressed? And I was like, no, absolutely not. Because when I thought of depressed people, I thought of people that like stayed in bed all day because they couldn't face the day, people that were sad a lot, people that cried a lot. And I am not sad a lot. I don't stay in bed all day, I don't do those things. And I was like, no, I'm just kind of like stressed or anxious. And I do remember that I had been asked that a couple of times before when I had had my calls just about the propanol. They said, do you think you're depressed? And I was like, no, absolutely not, just anxious, just anxious. And when she went through it with me and told me more about depression, sorry, is that light a bit too bright now? I've just gotten really distracted by that light. Oh my God, it's like a dog that's seen a squirrel, sorry. I'm gonna keep it in, when she talked to me about depression and sort of educated me a bit more, I realized that actually, yes, those things were very me, and I was diagnosed with depression. I can't tell you how much of a surprise that was to me, because I consider myself a really happy, optimistic person. I wish that depression was called depression and suppression because I just felt suppressed. I felt like I couldn't access my happy emotions. So we tried an antidepressant, and I will say I feel a bit like about sharing this because I know that not everybody that watches videos online has the best intentions for you, and I know that 99.9% of you are lovely, but I'm sure there'll be some people watching this that are not super supportive or not super kind, and I feel nervous to share that. I feel nervous to say that I suffer from depression. I have to take antidepressants at the moment, but I do, and it is the best choice I could have made. They make such a difference, and I really had tried all the other things, like, as you know, counselling, I've tried mindfulness, tried breathing exercises, and that's not to say that they don't work or they're no good, but I had just got to the point where I just needed more help. I needed some like chemical help, and I don't know what magic is in these antidepressants, but it's like a little switch has gone in my brain and I feel so different. Now life feels how it should feel. Like when something happy happens, I feel happiness. When something exciting is on the horizon, I feel excited for it. I also do feel sad when something sad happens, or cross when something makes me cross. They're not tablets that like make you feel happy all the time. I wish they existed. But I just feel, I don't want to say the word normal because what is normal, but I feel like how I once felt when I felt normal. I'm just going to adjust the lighting a bit because it is really distracting me that I look so... Oh, you can't see it, but there's a cat under the tree. Can you see down there? Look. There's Milky under the tree. That's adorable. Okay. let us consult the notes. Yes, so diagnosed with depression, meds, feel better, I make better choices now, better balance. So yeah, I make a lot better choices now, and I'm really good at recognizing when I need a little break or when I need to stop, and I actually do that, and I actually say that to the people around me, and guess what? Everyone's so fine with it. If I have to say like, actually I don't think I will come to that event, that's going to be a bit too much for me, or if I say actually I don't think that that deadline is going to be something I'll be able to manage, so can we reassess that? And everyone has been so amazing, and everything just feels a lot better. It's been a journey to feeling okay. It's taken a while. Like, this all started in like April, May time, and we're now at the very end of November. But I have to say, I have been feeling like well and positive and stable for like a good chunk of time now. So I think now is a good time to start introducing a few things back into my life that I took off my plate when I was feeling like, and one of those is YouTube. I just love it. It's in my veins. I've been doing this since 2010, and I just can't imagine a time when I don't ever do this again. I was just thinking about being an old lady and vlogging then. So I'm going to come back to YouTube, but it's just going to be bit by bit. I'm not going to put too much pressure on it, but I would like to be kind of semi-regular with it, because I just like routines. Like, routines and structures make me feel good. So got this video. Then on Sunday you will have, oh, I've gone too quick because I was going to do the family, and then I was going to do what does the future look like. So I will tell you about what the future looks like shortly, in the near future, but until then I just want to give you like a little life update on the family. Darcy is doing really well. She is so into musical theatre and theatre productions. She is currently in a show that she is loving. We're currently at the rehearsal stages, and she also was in another show for Dreamcoat, which is like a touring musical show. She's performed at Disneyland Paris with Pearly, although Pearly now is not doing theatre school for a while because it just wasn't her bag, and she's going to have a little break. Pearly loves like Lego and puzzles and all that sort of thing, so we are fully diving into all of that. She is also loving rainbows, which is like part of Girl Guide, so it's rainbows, brownies, and then it goes up through the ages, and she loves like achieving all the badges and all that kind of stuff. I put Liam doing really well as well. He is loving his career. He's doing really well in it as well. So yeah, it's a really nice time. So now I will tell you what the future looks like. I have some videos saved up, so I'm going to put this one up as you're seeing it, and then on Sunday I have the video from when I went on a cruise with my OG bestie Faye, who I went to university with. I filmed the whole trip, so I'm going to edit that up and post it. It's not Christmassy, so if you're looking for Christmas content, it's not that, but it is lovely. It's just like two besties having a blast. I show you all the bits I know you'll want to see, all the behind the scenes, lots of chit chat. I feel like it's very your vibe. You'll like it. It's a mixture of chats and montage. It's a classic. I think I'm going to put my dun in there. I also filmed a little Christmassy night away I had with Darcy. I will say the night did not go to plan at all. Oh, I'm being flashed for my time. Hang on one sec. Yes, I will say the night away did not go to plan at all. It was a bit of a disaster, but I filmed it nonetheless, and I thought I'll edit it up and see what comes of that vlog. It might be a little shorty, but I'm still gonna pop it up. Not a shorts, just a short vlog. And then also, drum roll please, I'm going to do The Weekly Christmas edition. I've chosen the week it's going to be. It's going to have a lot of Christmassy things in it. I'm very excited for that, and I hope that you will be excited for that as well. In my personal life, I plan to have a very boundaried Christmas. I find Christmas to be my favourite time of year, but also can be so overwhelming. And this year I would like to reduce the overwhelm. We already have an awful lot going on with, this is my busiest time for work, and Liam is also extremely busy at work. Darcy is in a panto, in a show for the whole of Christmas. So there's already like such a lot going on that I'm just going to be a little bit more mindful about the activities we do, but also the socialising that we do. I find socialising really drains me quite quickly, so I'm just going to be a bit more mindful about that. And then in the new year I shall be, I think, doing my January detox where I take it offline. I don't know if I'll include YouTube in that, because I do find YouTube to be not as overwhelming and quite a nice space, so we will see. And then something very exciting happening in February, which I will tell you about closer to the time. But I think that's probably enough from me. I have truly whiffle waffled. I feel like now I've found my whiffle waffle groove. At the beginning I was a bit like, hey, and now I'm like, yeah, let's just whiffle waffle together. I hope you've enjoyed this chat. If you've got any questions at all, leave them below and I will either respond to them in a typey comment, or I'll respond to them in a video at some point. I'm also almost every day on Instagram and TikTok. If you're over there, I'd love to have you, but if you're not, no worries at all. Alrighty, I am going to turn off this very bright light, go and do the school run and edit this video up. Thank you so much for watching. Lots and lots of love, and 900, in fact 9,999 glitter points if you watched all of this. Did you get the points? Let me know in the comments below.